The last week of summer, and we felt it this past weekend, but that rain today cooled it down a bit. Let's send it over to Greg for the breakdown of what's to come this week.
Yeah, if you were fortunate to get the rain, our temperatures held back a little bit, but the humidity levels were still up there. But it really was just a narrow boundary. So we kind of spoke about this yesterday, coming through the area, falling apart, but along that boundary is where the showers and storms. If you happen to get hit under one, you picked up potentially a quarter to maybe even a half-inch of rain. If you're not, then you saw pretty much nothing but cloud cover. Now that is going to kind of sit over the area and kind of just settle in. It's not really going to move much, so this is going to be the feature for a while that we're going to kind of have to deal with off and on with a little bit more up to the north. Now, the system we're watching for the weekend is just coming into the Intermountain West into Montana and Wyoming area. That's the one that's going to be a very slow moving one also. So overnight, we're still going to see cloud cover. Can't rule out anything popping up overnight. I think right now the activity is just west of Rochester, where there's another little disturbance aloft that's coming across. Otherwise should be fairly quiet, but then we'll have to keep an eye on this activity as it pushes east again towards the morning, if it can hold together or not. That might impact them later on tonight through 10, 11 p.m. Once that kind of tapers off, we'll probably be quiet, but a lot more cloud cover going on throughout the night, and even can't rule out a shower developing once again towards the morning hour too. So once again, as you see this area, it's just kind of centered right over our region and doesn't really move. So that means a shower chance really continues tomorrow, albeit I think it might be a little bit less than today. Just indicate that you might need the umbrella once again in the afternoon or even the morning hours if you get hit by the shower. So definitely follow the app and the radar as we track this stuff throughout. And Tuesday evening, once again, looks fairly quiet, but the shower chance continues. Now this pattern continues all the way through Wednesday. As that big system begins to approach, the chances start increasing as we get towards Wednesday. You can start to see a little bit of activity here, once again scattered in nature Wednesday, but it's starting to rotate back around from the southeast all the way to northwest because that low is getting closer to us. And that's going to be the feature going on as we go throughout the rest of the week. Now rain chances do ramp up as we go throughout Thursday. And I think Friday and Friday night is the time frame to look at, because right now everything's to the west Thursday, and then as we get close to Thursday night and Friday, the main center kind of shifts to the south. So the higher rain chances are south and west of us. But then come Friday into Saturday, it starts kind of pushing back to the north. And although it's still kind of low, I do think we will see these chances come up. Unfortunately, these chances do extend into the weekend now, as this slow moving system really doesn't move much all the way through the weekend. So that does mean we're going to get some precipitation. Already La Crosse got 3/4, but a good amount of rain. This is all the way through 7 days here, so not expecting heavy amounts of rain. Some areas could pick up an inch and a half, and we are dry. We haven't seen much in the last 2 weeks, so we could use some precipitation. And typically September, you need about 3/4 and an eighth per week to stay on average. So this is pretty much needed too. So overnight low temperatures, overall temperatures as we go throughout Wednesday and Thursday are still going to be fairly warm, but they are going to start cooling down as we go throughout the 8-day forecast. You can see once we get to the weekend, we're back to average. Unfortunately, precipitation chances don't really taper off that much, maybe until Sunday or even Monday, but our temperatures pretty much will be back to where they should. So you might have to dodge some showers here and there for the next several days, and then better shot as we go into Friday and cooler conditions.
But like clockwork, on that first day of fall, we're dropping to the 70s.
Yes,
Hello,
we are.
fall. Here it is. All right. Thanks, Greg.